Greg Draper, first of all, massive congratulations not only on reaching the 100 goal barrier for the New Saints, but smashing it in style on Sunday with 4 goals. But first of all, let's go back to the time that you signed for the New Saints. Tell us about that.
7 years ago now, I think. Obviously, I was playing in Basingstoke before in the Conference South. Had the chance to join the league. I was originally going to go to Neath. I had a friend sort of training with Neath at the time who put me in touch with the manager. That sort of all fell through, but the manager of Neath at the time, Andrew Dyer, was good friends with TNS's manager at the time, Mike Davis. So I came up here for a week, trained with them, and all went from there really. 7 years later, here we are.
And what about the first league goal, Greg? Can you remember that?
Yeah, I think it was in my first start. Start of the season, I'd come off the bench a few times, and the first start was against Llanelli, down in South Wales. 1-0, the ball just dropped me into the box, and I've put my foot through it as hard as I could, and it's hit the roof of the net. So that was my first goal. And obviously an important one as well, it was to get the 1-0 win.
And did you realise then where that journey would take you?
No, you don't really think about what's going to happen in the future, I don't think. Obviously I just wanted to score as many goals as I could that season. I had a really good first season. I think I scored 22 league goals. Had a bit of interest in the summer, obviously was left out of the squad for the Olympics that season. And then came down with glandular fever a couple of months after that, which sort of wiped me out for most of the second season. So that put a bit of stop to the momentum. But obviously since then it's all been quite a few goals each season since then.
And what about hat-tricks? You scored 7, 8 during that time in the league for the New Saints?
Yeah, I think it must be 7 or 8. Couple against Bangor, which is nice. Obviously 4 against Kevin Druids. And I've had 4 against Newtown before when we got, I think we were 2-0 down and down to 10 men. I think Sarge got sent off. So obviously that was nice to get 4 goals against them in the circumstances. But yeah, other than that, obviously the two hat-tricks against Bangor stand out as well. One in a 9-1 win, I think, and one in my first season here, last game of the season, when it went down to the last game of the season as to who would win the league. We were top, I think, by 1 point, and we ended up winning 5-0, and I scored 3, and it was quite a nice hat-trick. There was 2 good goals in there and a penalty.
And what about European goals, Greg?
European goals, there's been a lack of them, I think. I think I've only got one, to be fair, against Trey Penn, or however you say it, from San Marino. Yeah, so that's obviously something that's a little bit disappointing. I've had a few chances, I think. It's definitely something that I want to improve on. Hopefully I can start this year.
But we are here really to talk about the league goals. What does the future hold? Well, we do have 1 or 2 players well ahead of you in the goal scoring charts in the Welsh Premier League. Do you have your eye on those, Greg, or is it just one game at a time?
It's obviously one goal at a time. I think being at TNS, you're always going to get 2 or 3 good chances every game with the midfielders and the wingers, and even the fullbacks that we've got create a lot of chances for you. So yeah, like you say, there's quite a few players in the league who are a long way clear of me. But yeah, obviously Mike Wild is on. Did he score 150 odd goals for TNS? I think. So that would be nice to go past. Hopefully, maybe one day try and go past that and be TNS's all-time leading goal scorer would be nice. So 50 odd behind that. So we'll probably look at another 3 or 4 years. Maybe to catch that, so that'd be a good effort if I can do that.
Well, we put a post on the TNS Facebook page last night inviting people to pose a question, to put a question to you, and I'm going to go through a few of those now. First of all, James Steer, he starts off by saying congratulations on the milestone, and then he asks, after being stuck on 99 goals for a few weeks, how did it feel to score that 100th goal? Was it more a sense of relief to end the drought or happiness for your personal achievement?
I think sense of relief, really. I think if you watch the replays back and see my reaction after the goal went in, it was like sort of like a big weight had been lifted off my shoulders, really. I don't even think it was because I was on 99. I think it was just the goal drought in general. I think if I'd been on 90 goals and I'd gone sort of 5 or 6 games without scoring whatever I have, then you get more and more frustrated each game that goes past. You just want to score. So maybe I was trying too hard and overthinking things, whereas on Sunday it just all sort of seemed to come naturally again, which was nice. And I don't know. I think it was just a sense of relief more than anything, just to end that goal drought.
I did mention the European games, and Wayne Greenshields, his question is, with another season of Champions League qualifiers upon us, what would be your favourite destination to draw, country, club, and why?
We've had some really good draws the last few years, to be honest. All been really nice countries. To be honest, if I could pick one, hopefully Cyprus was a lovely place to go, and Nicosia was a great ground to play at and a great team to play against. Obviously we want to give ourselves the best chance possible qualifying, so if we come up against them we'd probably struggle to get past them, but you never know what might happen. But yeah, if Cyprus came up in the draw again, I'd be quite happy.
And then we have a question from Sam Wood. What sort of impact do you think that your superb form this season, and it has been, will have on your chances of more international caps? Is it something that you've given you any thought to?
To be honest, I haven't had any contact with the national team since I was left out of that Olympic squad 6 years ago. You never know really. It's obviously if you're scoring goals and in the headlines every week, then you're going to give yourself a chance. Obviously people are going to notice you and take note. I still stay in touch with quite a few of the lads who are in the team. They haven't mentioned anything. So I can't see it happening, but you never know. If I keep on scoring 2 or 3 each game, then you never know what might happen.
And finally, with the questions from the Facebook page, someone called Chris Marriott. I don't know if you've heard of him. The name rings a bell.
This will be a good one.
But he asks the question: where does Greg buy his Ben Sherman jumpers from? Come on, Greg, what's that all about?
I think it's just jealousy on Maz's behalf, to be honest. My first year here, we had a Christmas night out, and I wore this lovely vintage grey Ben Sherman jumper, cardigan, whatever you like to call it. I thought it looked quite good, but obviously the lads didn't take to it, and every time we have a night out I get told not to wear it again, so don't worry, since that night out the jumper hasn't come back out yet. It's still in the cupboard.
Well, Greg, thank you for your time today, very much appreciated. 103 goals for the New Saints in the league, and of course more in other competitions, and we look forward to seeing that tally increase, not just this season but in the ones to come.
Thank you very much.